What's up, everyone? Today we're here with Max Capoletti. I think I said that right. Just a few months ago, he was doing around $3,000 in sales with a sneaker reselling business and struggling to get sales consistently. And then fast forward, he's done over $100,000 in sales in just 4 months as a 15-year-old. Super insane. Max, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Zane?
Good, bro. It's been a while since we sat down and talked. How are things going for you? How's the business?
We're chilling. We could even say business is booming. Definitely a lot of growth with being in ZNA right now.
Awesome. How did quarter four end up for you?
Quarter four, we ended up very well actually. I mean, continuously grew. I mean, out of the year, I was in for 2 quarters technically, and I mean, really, we just went so much with ZNA.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I guess just to start out, tell me a little about yourself. Introduce yourself to the people, and just let us know, who you are and what you do.
All right. So my name is Max Capoletti. I'm 15 years old. I live in Boston, Massachusetts, and I run a sneaker profile under Capadon Kicks. I joined ZNA just about 7 months now. I'm running into year 3 of reselling myself, and I mean that's really kind of the story we got right here now.
Awesome, awesome. So you mentioned that you joined ZNAresells about 7 months ago, but you also mentioned that you've been reselling for almost 3 years now, which is quite a long time. So in that time before you actually joined the community and joined the group, how was the reselling business going? Then.
I definitely gotta say it was sluggish before joining the group. Lots of just struggles. Not too devoted to it, just kind of doing it as quite literally just something I can do here and there if I want, something for fun.
Yeah, so you weren't really taking it like seriously like a business. It was just kind of like a side hustle hobby type of thing. Cool,
For sure.
cool. So what were kind of your biggest struggles, before joining ZNAresells that you just mentioned before?
I mean, a big one was I was going with the stereotypical. I was selling on apps. I was waiting for drops. Definitely hard to get inventory. Definitely hard to move the inventory. I mean, everything basically went through apps.
Gotcha. So your business entirely relied on, the whole retail style, which is what most people are still kind of doing nowadays, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. And so since joining ZNAresells, how has your business model kind of changed? And what adjustments have you made that have allowed you to see, I mean, $100,000 in 4 months is no joke. So especially at 15 years old. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what happened is, first of all, sourcing became a lot easier. I mean, I kind of know how to do. I got into bulk, moving pairs at bulk, not one by one. I still go along with that model sometimes, but more of now we're moving bricks on apps instead. That big growth though went from literally to a few $1,000s in revenue a month to 10+ thousand dollars a month, which was definitely a big change and a big I guess money maker right there.
Gotcha. So you just mentioned that, sourcing became a lot easier. Also, it seems like selling became a lot easier because your revenue, 3x or 4x. So what specific like resources or tools like within the community actually helps you see those kind of results?
Well, first of all, we got our pings. So, I mean, I do a lot with bricks. So we got always those brick pings. And then also we have an entire list for our verified buyers and even sellers. But there's quite literally a list of links where you can just go DM these different businesses and just kind of talk with them, see what they'll take. And I mean, I've sold lots of bulk to people who are on that list.
Gotcha. So what before you mentioned you're doing a lot of retail, did you have any experience selling, bulk or selling wholesale before you actually started, working with us?
No, not at all. I mean, literally the only thing I would do before joining ZNA was flip single shoes, whether it was to my friends or online, but it was only singles. And basically my inventory was capped at maybe like 10 to 15 pairs.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm really happy to see, you really took it, you ran with it. You had a great, really, really solid start. You came in, just trusted in everything, and the results paid off. So I kind of want to talk now too, just about your future and where you see yourself going. Now that you've kind of gone through everything, the program, and you're looking to keep scaling. So where do you see yourself and your business in the next 6 to 12 months?
I mean, in these next 6 months to a year, I'm really seeing myself as kind of, I want to keep it steady at least, but The growth is basically what I've been trying to experimenting with this month is going heavier into bulk. Like, I'm very lenient on how much I buy of a certain SKU, but especially this month with some of these drops, like just last week, we did a big bulk run. I mean, I spent a good amount of money, but I also in one single weekend, from a Friday night to a Sunday night, I made almost 1.5K from
Oh wow.
not even
Yeah.
the inventory I bought, and I still constantly have been moving that inventory. That was completely from just pre-selling. So I definitely think if I can keep that same mindset, keep into bulk, and actually grow the bulk I'm situated with, that overall everything will be pretty significantly grown within 6 to a year.
I want to come back to that you mentioned pre-selling. I want to come back to that, but in terms of like number goals, let's just throw something out there. Like in terms of monthly revenue and monthly profit, where are you looking to be at 6 to 12 months from now, just so we can kind of get an idea of.
Um, Realistically, I think within 6 months, I'd like to be at maybe keep a steady at 1.5 to $2,000 a month, and you could probably also add for a year from now. You could probably add another $500 to that. But definitely, basically, I want to improve my margins in that time. That's definitely something that wants to be improved, and I kind of have seen improvement in this first month of 2024.
So you're really kind of focused more on actually increasing your margins more so than just pumping as much revenue as possible.
Um, Somewhat yes, but also if I can make money, I'm gonna make the money. I'm not gonna just
Yeah.
lay it out to waste. Like if it's there, I'll grab it.
Gotcha. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, and you can definitely make that happen. So, as far as the whole pre-selling side of things, break down. You mentioned that briefly. You said you made like 1.5K pre-selling. Can you break down how that works? How you actually are able to pull that off? Like, walk us through that kind of model, just for the people that might not know what that is.
So basically what happened is over this last week, I had bought a little bit over 100 pairs, a good amount over 100 pairs. And what I had done is as I was waiting for them to ship after I got order confirms and sorted out what has canceled, I basically went to buyers that I know, or I posted on my story and got feedback from buyers. And basically out of those 100 plus pairs, I had already sold 90 pairs before they came in. Actually, just today I shipped them out, but I sold the 90 pairs and then I had to pack them all up and ship them out today. And once they land, it'll be a pretty big payday for me.
Right. So basically, because you already had those buyers lined up, which you kind of met some of them through the group, and just from also learning how to build out your personal brand and everything, you were able to quickly find people to take your inventory off your hands before the market price kind of came down. Right? Is that how I'm understanding it?
Completely. That's exactly how it went. And by the way,
Perfect.
every single buyer I had sold to out of those 90 pairs all have been found in the ZNA network that is built and available. I mean, and they've all been vouched for. Like, we have Aiden over here who, anytime I have any sort of new buyer, new seller, I hit him up, I send him a link to their profile, and he says they're good or not. And if they are, it always works out very smooth.
Yeah, we actually just added yesterday, like that whole separate ticket system for like actually deal verification. So now we go in and we can actually approve or disapprove of a deal you're going through. So instead of just telling you whether or not someone's legit, we can look at the entire deal and tell you, okay, is this a good deal or is this a bad deal? So that's something pretty cool too. That uh, maybe for the more newer guys, you're a little bit more advanced, so you might not need that as much, but it's there for you as well. Okay, so let's kind of go back to the group a little bit. What do you feel like has been the most useful part of the group? I feel like I kind of know your answer already, but out of all the things that we offer and all the resources, what do you feel like is the most useful part about being in that community and being in ZNA Resells 2.0?
Well, I definitely think ZNA Resells has an extraordinary amount of offers and things that is provided. But definitely for me, that helped is just kind of the one-on-one help and service that's provided, I guess you could say. But basically, just being able to overall growth in both what you're buying, which then that capital you can sell and keep buying. It's just a big loop. Money flow is kind of a big thing that is mentioned and worked on within ZNA, and definitely is something that has helped me because just always keeping it going, it kind of keeps you boosted up in growth overall.
Right, right. The cash flow is definitely key, especially nowadays if you want to survive in this game. So You're absolutely right. So, I guess my last kind of question for you is, if one of your closest friends wanted to join ZNA Resells, what would you tell them? To let them know. Is it a good like? What would you tell them to convince them, or let them know what it's about?
I definitely so this actually has happened. I've actually put a few, only a few, but a few of my friends onto ZNA and they tried it out themselves. But basically, it's me just kind of describing about how the growth is there, the help is there, and basically everything you could possibly need to help grow and start your own sneaker or any kind of reselling business is all provided and available to you within the ZNA 2.0.
Awesome, awesome. Well, cool, Max. I really appreciate your time. Is there anything else you wanted to add or kind of throw in there?
Um, Only thing I gotta say is ZNA is here to help y'all. I mean, they're definitely a good one. They're there and they'll stay with you basically the entire way through. Like no matter what, they're there, they're helpful, and they'll help you out.
Awesome, bro. Well, you're 15 years old. It's absolutely insane what you've done so far. And I know, by the time you get up to 18, 19, 20, you'll be miles ahead because you've already come, you're already ahead of so many people. So just keep it up, keep grinding. I appreciate, you working with us and you continuing to, I'm excited to see, you continue to grow and they're awesome. So that's awesome.
Awesome, thanks.
Cool. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it.